Raise your hand if you just threw out probably 3 servings of perfectly good oatmeal because you forgot that you didn't have brown sugar and are now eating amateur plantain chips from a company that I do not believe knows that plantains actually come from bananas and not plants. If you are listening on audio, I am raising my hand currently. Still raising my hand because that clown is me. That clown is me. Pretty weird day so far. It's 3:22 p.m. I usually like to record these at 10, but I just had a weird start. You know, just kind of woke up anxious for some reason. Stayed up pretty late last night, probably stayed up till like 1:30, but then I woke up at 6, which was followed by repeated attempts to fall back asleep over and over again. But you know what? That's all right. I got out of bed at around, I wouldn't say around like 11:30, and got ready. Sometimes I really hate getting ready. Like, it feels weird. I think it's because I don't like my body. I don't like, when I get ready in the morning, I deliberately stand in my bathroom where I can't see myself in the mirror. So, healthy start, ladies and gentlemen. Healthy start. Exciting, exciting start to the Something Cafe. I did not even welcome you guys. I just went straight into the anxiety. Straight into the anxiety. And if you're gay, maybe you didn't go straight with me. Maybe you took a little detour. Maybe you took your little fruity self a detour. And hey, that's all right. That's all right. Here at the Something Cafe, we don't care how crooked or straight the road is, brother, as long as you get here. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, weird start to this morning. Was very much in my head. I have lost some weight, so I'm wearing shirts that I wasn't able to wear for a little bit, and this is one of them. So when I was putting that on, I was feeling kind of weird too. Just a weird start, ladies and gentlemen. It got even weirder because a little behind the scenes for y'all. What me and my team do, me and my team being me and Evan, is I record an hour of me watching TikTok and reacting to it, and then I record the episode, which is from an hour to 3 hours. And obviously, so I did the reacts before this, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I got nothing. And if you've seen the reacts, like a good bit of them are pretty funny. I would like to think pretty fun. They get pretty good numbers. Just 30 minutes of scrolling, man. There was nothing. I couldn't make fun of or talk about anything, man. And after that, I felt pretty defeated. I was like, well, I don't know. I might try it after this, but man, that just doesn't feel good, man. Something that takes so little effort, and you're just like, I can't even find anything. So that's when I got up to make some oatmeal. just currently sitting in the bottom of my trash can because I overcooked it and there is no brown sugar, which is both of those things ruin the oatmeal about the same. So yeah, weird start to today, but you know what? That is all right for a that's all right. You can do that sometimes. You can have a weird start, a really weird start like I had. Very, very weird start. So yeah, it is currently 3:30 now. Which, it's not even a start. That's like 3:30 is like getting done with the afternoon. And I'm like just now recording this. Feeling good. Whatever. Welcome to episode 21 of the Something Cafe. Our shorts have been looking good. Some of our videos been looking good. I have been, so let's talk anime. Yeah. Let's talk anime. I know I've got a few people in the audience excited about that. Let's talk anime. I finished watching Naruto like maybe a couple weeks ago. It was pretty awesome because I've been watching I started watching Naruto in sixth grade. Sixth grade. That's a weird word. I've seen a lot of videos of like people asking non-English native speakers, and they'll ask them, "Hey, what's what's the hardest word for you to pronounce?" And that's the one that most of them say. But when I think about it, I don't even think I know how to pronounce it. Sixth. Because really, we just say sixth. Or sixth. Sixth grade. Sixth grade. Sixth grade. Sixth grade. Sixth grade. How do you say that? The pronunciation is SIKSTH. Sick. That's a word you can't say fast, isn't it? Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 6th grade. No. I think really Americans just say 6th grade. That's the thing, right? Like, I've got a buddy at work that's always asking me how to pronounce certain words in English. He also gave me the pass to correct him in a non-arrogant way. So, this one we would be spending a lot of time on this one, and we would probably have to come across this issue during like our lunch break or something, because we're gonna need a good 30. We're gonna need a good 30 to hit this one, brother. What was I talking about? Naruto. I started watching Naruto in 6th grade, and it's not like it took me all that time to finish it. It's just probably there's like there's like 230 episodes of Naruto, and I think I've probably got like 110 episodes. I mean, I was in 6th grade. I was in not even, I would say 7th and 8th grade. Like 100 and something episodes. And when I say that to people, they're like, "Man, that's a lot." Like, yeah, it is, but like, think of your favorite TV show. Like, if your favorite TV show had a bunch more episodes, wouldn't you be excited about that? Like, I see, that's why I like a lot of anime, because it's a ton of episodes. So I'm like, this is awesome. And I'm not even a binger. Like, I don't believe in binging. I think that's a waste of time for me personally. Says the guy who is basically starting his work at 3. Okay, let's just. I don't like doing these kinds of conversations, but like, am I the only one who gets like irrationally upset about that? Huh? Is that proof that I that I have a good way of thinking, or does that make me an anxious buffoon? Hmm? Right? Like on one hand, you could say, it's very good that you're aware of it, and then on the other hand, it's like, on the other hand, it's like, don't worry about it. Like I can't do that. I can't not worry about it, dude. It pisses me off, man. Pisses me off. Just thinking about like time wasted, like man, like that. I was telling the same buddy who has issues with his English dialect. I was telling him that I have a very weird relationship with like naps. I get really sleepy after eating sugar, like really sleepy, like the opposite of Paul Blart Mall Cop. If you're familiar with those films, Paul Blart, American Hero, he um he needs to he needs to like have a sucker every hour so he won't pass out. I'm the opposite. If I have a sucker, I will pass out. And like for example, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday I so me and my friend went to an empanada place during lunch, which was, dude, that was incredible. Getting the spray bottle ready because Lars is getting close. That empanada place was probably the best restaurant. Like that was some of the best food I've ever eaten. Um, I've never had empanadas like that. Like every other empanada that I've had has been pretty good batting average. Like good, you know. But like I've never really had real empanadas, so I've never had a frame of reference. Those, that's the type of empanada you would have to use the jaws of life to pry out of this little Italian mouth. Those were incredible. The bread, oh my gosh, bro. It felt like I was eating a dessert, but I wasn't. It was a meal. Like that's a food. That's like getting served a slice of steak and thinking it's a dessert. You know, like. And the craziest thing is, I got a free empanada. So me, my coworker, and then another coworker, we go and we order. We sit down, and my two buddies get their orders first. I'm waiting. Homie comes out and he's like, "Oh, very sorry. I ordered two tres quesos empanadas. Means three cheese empanadas. This sounds incredible, doesn't it?" He comes out to me. He says, "Oh, I'm very sorry, sir. The cheese machine is not working." And I'm thinking, is that not just called a cow? Cheese machine. The cheese machine isn't working. I'm expecting to go back there and see a comic book frame from Dr. Seuss with some. It's the cheese it, wits it, what's it, and and it's spitting out cheesy empanadas all night, all day, and he gives me a free regular cheese empanada. He's like, "Oh, sorry for the wait. Here is a free cheese empanada," and I'm just like, dude, dude, I'm feeling, I'm feeling gay. I'm feeling gay, and my eyes are locked onto you, empanada, not the waiter. No, I start eating this thing, and my buddy Frank says, "Oh, and get him a Malta." A Malta is a popular soda. The thing is, later when my order's finally ready, I go up and grab my two empanadas I actually ordered, and she gave me my Malta. I already got a Malta. I got a free Malta and a free empanada. Brother, I'm slowly becoming less American. I'm always going to sound like it, but I don't feel like it. Got a free empanada and a free Malta. Downside, Malta tastes like soy sauce. And that's why it was so funny, because I'm sitting there, he comes and hands me my Malta, and then I get my actual Malta, and I am double fisting both Maltas, and Frank is laughing his ass off. because he knows it's probably the worst tasting soda or drink that I've ever tasted. Now I have two. I got one for free. So I downed that, brother. I downed that. I threw that Malta back faster than a I threw that Malta back faster than a bowling pin gets thrown back after a strike, brother. I threw that back. Um and Frank was saying like, bro, if you really want to pour a Puerto Rican girl, you're gonna have to like Malta. Dude, I will start working for Malta if that were the case. I would get Malta tattooed on my damn fingers if that were the case. You hear me? You hear me? All of a sudden, shop owner comes out with the guitar and starts singing. And that is awesome. And we're hanging out, we're listening, and he gets really close to me and Frank's table, and I'm starting to get nervous because this is one of those situations where I'm not just out of my element. Like I am on a different planet. Like, right? This is one of those culture pockets where English is very seldom entered. So I'm in there. Everybody, apparently the whole restaurant rehearsed this song that this man's singing because, it's apparently some classic. He gets right over to me and Frank's table. Me and him are sitting right in the middle, looking like a little multiracial gay couple, and I'm looking up at him, and I'm like, woo, and he's singing, and I'm like, I'm trying to pretend like I know the song. I'm looking at Frank. I'm like, dude, help a brother out. Help a brother out. He's like, bro, I don't know the song. Damn it, Frank. Damn it, Frank. You were my lifeline. You were my lifeline. And now we're sitting in the middle. Everyone's looking at me and you. Frank looks wider than I do. And so we both look out of we both look out of place. I've already failed at Spanish once up at when I was ordering my food. My Spanish is pretty good, but you hop into one of them culture pockets, man. Dude, you're playing chess, but the pieces are made out of mahogany. And mahogany isn't even real. That's what I'm talking about. I'm up there. I'm up there, and the funny thing is the stutter can translate across different languages sometimes. I'm up there like, puedo tener dos empanadas de tres quesos. Puedo tener dos empanadas de tres quesos. I said, can I have 2 empanadas tres quesos? 3 cheese. She said, I start smirking. I'm like, suave, mommy, suave. She knows I'm of the paler descent. She knows I am of the milk breed. I've got about the same skin tone as a Clorox wipe. And I say, ay, mi amigo, lo siento, mi español es no mucho bueno, pero yo hablo bien, pero yo no entiendo bien. For those of y'all listening, I said, I'm sorry, mommy, but my Spanish is not that good. I can speak well, but I do not understand well. And she was like, dude, I'm so impressed by these people, man. If you put a fax machine and an old lady taking orders at an empanada store right next to each other, I would not be able to tell the difference, and that is a beautiful thing. She starts spitting off, man. I think she knows something about Eminem that I don't. And I just say, I say like, muchas gracias, mi amiga. you know, todo bien mi amiga. You know what I mean? So that goes well. Um, this all came from me trying to explain why naps make me angry. So we have a big lunch at this empanada place, which was awesome. But now Papa's tired. Papa's spending the rest of the day yawning. I even feel a yawn coming on right now. I spend the rest of the day yawning in the OR, man. And I just sprayed water on myself. Damn it. Um yeah, I spend the rest of the day yawning, brother. And I'm getting tired. And honestly, you know what's crazy is the one thing that makes me not tired is actually eating, which is incredible. Like that is probably the most American trait of mine is the only way to keep me not falling asleep is for me to eat. So every day after work I have like a 45-minute commute. So I will be falling asleep in my car, potentially killing me. So I prepare. I go to my favorite acai bowl place and I get, for those of you who are veterans, episode 2, the same place of the Cocoa Beach Bowl. But you all know that I avoid the Cocoa Beach Bowl with every part of my body. I go in there, I get my bowl, and Mamacita already knows what I want, dude. Me and her, tight. I have a certain superpower when it comes to older Spanish women. I don't know what it is. Perhaps it is my unwavering um confidence talking to them, knowing that they are older and they know how to joke and be, and be, what's the word? Like when you can't go up to just anybody and okay, so you as a dude can't just go up to like any girl your age and just say like what's up beautiful. Like 50% of the time she's like okay, and the other 50% of the time ends in handcuffs. But with old Spanish ladies, I've got I'm going at about 38-0. Not that I'm weird about it. It's just they are dude, old Spanish ladies are just really fun to talk to, man. They are really fun to talk to, especially when you're white, because you start busting out some terms like merengue, bachata, and salsa, brother. They're about to turn you into an empanada. I can only pray. So yeah, I do pretty well. So I come up to the acai bowl place. I'm saying, hola, hola, mami, ¿cómo está? ¿Cómo está, mami? ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué más pues, parce? Huh? I just spat at you a couple different ways to say hello. And like, hola, hola, mami, puedo tener una bowl de clásica con acai, banana y un poquito más granola. Yeah. I'm going to translate for y'all. What I just said there was spitting game. So spitting game in the form of taking my order. So I always order a giant, like I order the classic bowl large, which is just acai, granola, and banana. Because believe it or not, I go to acai places for the acai and not the fruit. Like I don't like a bunch of fruit on my acai. I just like that. Honestly, I've thought about it, but it's like just so no one looks at me weird. But bro, I just want to go and get just acai, like half acai, half granola, done. No fruit, no nothing. It's great. And I get done ordering. She gives me my food. She knows me. She literally put down my order the moment I walked in. After that, I learned that they had an app, which sucks because I wish I could have I wish I started using that, but hey, I can start using that on Monday. Here comes Lars. The tripod's gonna get bumped. Um, Good boy. So yeah, I get my acai. I go home. I'm eating it on my way home. I do not fall asleep. That's the thing. This is what we like to call strategy. I know, like it's a keeping your brain occupied thing. And what keeps your brain more occupied than eating the acai bowl that your sweet old Hispanic lady friend gave you at the acai bowl place. So I get done, I park at my place, and like I'm already falling asleep. So I'm like, oh crap. I hate it. So I go, I take off my clothes and I just jump into bed. But I set a timer for like an hour, because if I don't, the nap will be 2 to 2.5 hours. Um, and that's the thing, man. When I don't wake up with my alarm, which happens a lot, it happens more often than not. When I don't wake up with my alarm, let's say I sleep. Okay, so like I get home at like 3:34. I sleep. Let's say I sleep for 2 hours, 4 or 5, 6. If I wake up at 6:30, you guys don't understand. The amount of rage that I have in my body is enough rage to embarrass Godzilla and make him piss himself. I mean, it is something that I seriously think it's something I'm never gonna understand. Ever. Like, seriously, like, sit with me here. I get so, I mean, it is an anger that I do not feel ever on any basis. It is bad. Because, let me tell you again, and a lot of my friends know this. Frank at work knows this. Okay, for you guys who think I'm dating this dude named Frank, I basically am. Okay, like I talk about Frank so damn much, dude. The dude sounds like my damn lover. He kind of is, in the fact that at the hospital that me and him work at, we are the only two in the surgery department, and we do everything together. So I know that dude more now than any girl that I've matched with on an app, which is really not that hard to say. In fact, that's expected. Um, what the heck was I talking? Oh, I was telling Frank, and Frank knows this. Like even at work, like wasting time. Now that's subjective, right? Because it's like, do you consider a break wasting time? Like no, like so at work we have two 15s and a 30-minute lunch. So what me and Frank do, we aren't taking two breaks. Like that's like we've got too much stuff going on later in the day. So Frank and I we just put our 15s back to back, like maybe a couple hours after we start, keep working, go to lunch, and then just work out the rest of the day. Um, but he knows, like a lot of people that a lot of my friends know, man. Like any semblance of wasting time, man, dude, I get tight, dude. A brother gets tight, dude. I get it. It's not the most confusing thing to figure out why it upsets me. Like I think that's a pretty common thing that upsets people that are conscious about time. But like when I wake up from a nap that I overslept in, I guess it's, and you know what? And like I've had this since I was little. Like I can remember, oh man, this is a total throwback. I remember like I was a part of this running club called Spark. And I remember like when I would wake up, and this was like during the summer. Like I would wake up on, like, let's say it was like a Tuesday during the summer. And let's say it was like 9 a.m. and I knew I had Spark at 5. That would ruin my whole day. Huh? That would literally ruin my whole day. Isn't that weird? You know, like, why? Well, I know why. It's like that kind of thing where it's like, well, I guess I can't look forward to anything because I have to do that later, which I hate, you know. I get it, but I wonder if that's where it comes from, you know? Like taking a 2 hour nap and I wake up, I'm a 21-year-old man and I'm like, I'm freaking mad, dude. I seriously get like Hulk. Um, and I know exactly why. It is no mystery, man. It's just I just don't like wasting time because now I know like what it's like what 6:30, right? 6:30, and you know, and I've already spent 2 hours of what could have been a longer after work day on sleeping. Here comes Lars. It's like, okay, so what? I get home at like 3:34 and I go to bed at like 10. It's like 6 Lars. I just want to pet him. For those of you watching the video, look at his little face in the bottom right corner. Oh, look at that. Look at his little face. Look at his little face. So cute. Uh-oh. Yeah. What could have been like a 6 hour rest of my day, it turns into 4. Like what the what the heck is that, man? I mean, 4 hours is still a good amount of time, but like it's just depressing, dude. When you think about it like that, it's depressing. And when I talk about this to some people, they're like, oh, if you take a nap, that means your body needed it. Blah, 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 blah. But then at the same time, it's like, no, I think I'm fine. I mean, I know why it's happening. It's because maybe I don't eat the best thing for lunch or I don't get good enough sleep. Like there was one time I went to work and all I had for meals was protein shakes, and I did not even think about yawning. My eyes did not close a wink. I mean I get it. Like I know the answer, but at the same time, when I eat like a freaking American or like just kind of whatever, not horrible, but just average, I would like to think it's not going to put me in a freaking coma, you know? Oh man. And that's how you can tell this is not Mitra. I already drank my Mitra. When I was recording the reacts, that didn't work out. Pisses me off. I'm probably going to do them after this. But that's water and some protein, and not some protein powder, some energy powder. Because if you look at the video, my eyes are a little droopy. My eyes are a little droopy. You know what else is droopy? Nothing. Because Lars ate through one of my new microphone cords. I found out last night. I was sitting in my chair at my desk, just getting stuff ready for today. Just kind of putting some equipment away. I look at one of my cords and I'm like, is that a napkin over my cord? No, that is actually the interior insulation of the cable sticking out. Thanks, Lars. I don't know if it's Lars, though. I wonder if maybe I ran over it with my chair or whatever, because Lars has never done that. I mean, he'll go after the ends of cords, but like every cat does that. In fact, if you have a cat that doesn't go for the ends of your cords, ladies and gentlemen, you have a sophisticated Roomba or one of the prototypes for R2D2, because that is not right. Cats are supposed to go towards the end of cords. This was in the middle of the cord, so I was like, son of a bitch. Like, my mom just got me this cord because she has the biggest heart out of nowhere. She got me this cord, and now Lars is just chewing right through it. And he chewed through my heart when he did that, too. You know that, Lars? Bad boy? Chico malo. Oi, gato. Oi, gato, tú eres chico malo. Shame on pues. Sorry, guys. Oh, man. You know, last episode was a fun one, man. With Linda the Urn. That was weird, wasn't it? Still is and never won't be. Back to what I was saying. Yeah. Wasting time. Whatever. Look, guys. What time is it? It is 4 o'clock. You know what? I'm going to try something new. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it. That's all right. Guess what? I still got up. I still got up and I still recorded something cafe. Because I love it. I love you. And you have also been loving the videos on the social medias apparently, because they've been doing pretty awesome. In fact, let's do a little live live report right now. Yeah. The one we posted yesterday, man. 10,000 views. 10,000 views, dude. 10,000 views, guys. Hell yeah. You know what I oh man. You know what's funny, man? Is you know, I don't like for being a guy with so much anxiety and worried about what people think of me, and that's like the center of my universe, and an unhealthy relationship with old Spanish women. Mean comments do not bother me at all. In fact, I think I find them hilarious. And I was thinking about this yesterday. I wonder if it is because, and this is no philosophical reasoning. I wonder if it is because it's on a screen. Like everything that I get anxious about is like in person. Like people seeing me and I'm overweight. People reacting to my stutter. People reacting to one of my twitches. People not finding me funny. People finding me rude. Blah, blah, blah. Just things in real life. That's the stuff that will probably end up killing me. But I think mean comments are hilarious. So we posted a short, and I'm gonna have Evan play it. I'm gonna have Evan play it right now.
My 16-year-old daughter is bringing her new boyfriend home to meet me for the first time, and apparently he's really nervous. So just to fuck with his head, I'm gonna dress up in my full Henry VIII regalia, which I've just pulled out of the old dressing up box.
Let's go.
And I'm gonna see how it all goes down. This poor kid is being traumatized. God save our gracious King, long live our noble King. Frederick, you have entered into my house. Make sure that's the only thing you enter into whilst in my house.
I will be doing this exact same thing, but given that I am Sicilian, he walks in. Who's this guy? My daughter's gonna say, "This is Trevor." Trevor, huh? Let me tell you something, Trevor. You ever experienced a fear? Thought to yourself you wouldn't ever escape that moment? Mr. Dooley, I don't know. You ever seen a gun before? Absolutely scare the shit out of him. And the comments under it, this guy is a content leech. Lol. Absolutely zero value. Thanks, dude. Appreciate the support. It's funny because like every single channel does this. You know, this was Evan's idea to do these reacts, and I could not agree with him more. Because again, 10,000 views, solid, and there's a lot of people who make content that deserve the critique, right? Because it's people that like there are genuinely people who will just play a video like you just saw and like put their face somewhere and not say a word. It's a video of them watching this video that you're also watching. And the video ends and they still don't say anything. So as you just saw in the video we posted yesterday, like that's the thing. Do you add to I hate calling it art. I hate calling content art, but for the lack of better terms, I know in some legal speech with a lot of this copyright stuff, including content, there's a big onus on adding to the art. I felt like I added. I talked about what I would do. I made fun of it. Like, this guy is a content leech. Lol, absolutely zero value, brother. I just looked at your channel. You know what else has zero value? 0 subscribers, 0 videos, 0 profile picture, and a playlist full of German rock. Bang. Another person says, my dad was cleaning his shotgun when my sister's BF came over for the first time. Lamau. Thank you. Thank you, Brandon. That is a good comment. That's a good comment. It's not a question, which, I mean, hey, I love questions. I'm just saying, like, this is a fun comment, because it's, someone talking about one of their experiences. Now, I will say this: Brandon has his MySpace in his YouTube bio. Brandon must be 800 years old now. Aiden Jacqueline said, it was great until you spoke. Appreciate it, brother. Ben Brown said, I liked it until you talked. Aiden and Ben might be in cahoots together. Unfortunately, those comments got the most likes. But no, like, I don't know. I think it's fun because it's also like getting a lot of comments on something is good. And dude, if it's bad comments, brother, bring it, because I'm just gonna have fun with it. It was great until you spoke. I liked it until you talked. And here's a good one. We've got 2 people defending me. So we got Colby saying, neither of you are scary. Okay. Thank you for the feedback, Colby. I'm gonna work on it. We got Gabe Reed. Thank you, Gabe Reed. Gabe Reed says to Colby, chill, little bro. It's supposed to be funny. Thank you, Gabe Reed, defending me. Thank you. Colby fights back with a doesn't mean it was. Oh man. Oh, Colby. Bad boy, Colby. Bad boy. Chico malo. So, doesn't mean it was. So, thank you. And then we got Morning Star. Something tells me that's not their real name. We got Morning Star coming with the hit on Colby saying, misery loves company. Thanks for defending me. No clue what that has to do with the situation, but hey, power to you, brother. We got Colby with the final phrase. Basically saying what I just said, bruh. What that doesn't mean. Okay, well, so Colby also needs to finish the 4th grade instead of skipping and living off of food stamps, because we've got bruh, what that doesn't really make sense. Sorry. Bruh, what that doesn't really make sense with what I said. So, unfortunately, that's where me and Colby can kind of agree. Because I don't know either how that makes any sense. But you know what, guys? I appreciate the support, and I like the mean comments because I think they are very fun to play with. We also have someone commenting huge comments on um, on my episode with my mom, and she has some pretty awesome playlists. They have 2 videos in their sad playlist. One of them is called An Animated Explanation of the Heart and Circulatory System. That is awfully sad if you ask me. That is just absolutely heartbreaking. The second video is Tulsi, I want you to know something. Let's see what she says.
I want you to know something. That through all of our challenges, I want you to know that I hear you and that I'm here with you. And I know how troubling these times are for our great nation. I know how easy it is to turn on the news, how easy it is to get sucked into the fear and the darkness and the toxicity and divisiveness and even the hopelessness. But through all of this, I really want you to remember this one thing, that all of these challenges that we face together.
I'm going to guess what she's about to say. They are all going to make us stronger, more aware, and help us consume a little less red meat.
They have one thing in common. They require solutions. They require a global solution. They require leadership with the foresight to know that foreign policy is inseparable from domestic policy. They require a leader that understands people.
You know, I don't know who Tulsi Gizzard is. Tulsi Gabbard. I'm going to call her Tulsi Gizzard. I don't know who Tulsi Gizzard is, but isn't this crazy? I'm assuming she is a politician, former United States representative. So when I put Tulsi Gabbard into the search bar, here are some of the things that come up as recommendations of search. Tulsi Gabbard, height, pressing matters. You know, when I'm picking my congressional representatives, I want to make sure I can look them right in the eyes. Or isn't it a little American to crane our head up and look freedom right in the nostrils? Tulsi Gabbard height is apparently a pressing matter. Tulsi Gabbard book, apparently she's an author. Tulsi Gabbard's spouse, who is Mr. Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard husband net worth, apparently Mr. Gabbard has a bit of the Mr. Crab syndrome. Tulsi Gabbard first husband. Tulsi, you sly little fox. You sly little devil, Tulsi. What you doing, Tulsi? What you doing? No, freaky. Tulsi Gabbard salary at Fox. Speaking of Fox, salary at Fox, so she might be Republican. Tulsi Gabbard hair. She does have beautiful hair. No, she is an attractive woman. She is a very attractive woman. I do so solemnly swear that will not affect my voting. My voting result. Isn't that crazy how like representatives and politicians like this video is quite literally like something that Jake Paul would post. Like, what's up, guys? Just wanted to let you know that like we can get through this. You know what I mean? Drink prime. You know what I mean? We can get through this. My drink prime. Me, Logan Paul. My drink prime. My drink prime cures the coronavirus. But only if you're a baddie in LA in a 10. we have politicians doing this with their outstretched arm going, "Hey guys, just wanted to hop on here and say something." This is the Facebook mom syndrome. Why is it? Riddle me this, Batman. And if you're not Batman, then shut up. Why is it that Facebook moms over the age of 40 start to... You know what? This is an incredible thought that I just had. And I'm feeling that caffeine right now. This is an incredible thought I just had. Facebook moms, I have one of those. Facebook moms take every photo from a drone perspective. What do I mean by that? Let's break that down. A drone perspective is the perspective of which a drone would be flying. For example, you'd be taking selfies from an aerial view, or what Darwin, I believe, called it a bird's eye view. And do you notice? Follow with me here, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, follow with me here. Do you notice that as Facebook moms get older, their angle at which they take photographs lowers every year? Huh? Am I not a genius? Think about it. Do you have a Facebook mom? Do you? Think about it. She takes photos at the perspective of which a sparrow would share. And every year, let's fast forward from 40. Let's fast forward from 40 years old to 60 years old. They're taking photos with the blunt side of their pinkies up against their bosom. Now, if that's not science, then I want you to leave. If that's not science, I want you to stay. Because I love you. And I love science. And I cannot believe I just came. I need to write a book. The book will be called The Theory of the Sparrow's View. The sparrow's perspective. And then the subtitle will be A Facebook Mom's Photography Journey. Is that not incredible? I'm going to take another sip of this drink. This is what I needed. I just needed a little caffeine, guys. I should start calling this the something roller coaster and not the something cafe. Why? Because if you remember, we've been going for like an hour, 3 minutes, and 46 seconds. About an hour ago, we were starting off a little depressing, weren't we? Starting off a little depressing. Guess what? That's life. Every time that you open a Toll House pressurized roll of uncooked biscuits, you cannot look me right, mister, you cannot look me right in the eyes and tell me you have not opened one of those up and been upset because you tore one in half on accident. That's life, brother. And you know what? So what if it's 4:30? You know what? So what if this is God's plan? Hallelujah. I'm feeling good now. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling better. I'm feeling more awake. Obviously, caffeine does that. And that's why my depression is so... Bleep this, Evan. That's why my depression is so hard to deal with. Because on, like, just an hour ago, I was having thoughts of, like, what a waste of a day. I'm useless. I don't mean anything to anybody. I ruined my oatmeal. Like, I came from that, and now we're here, and I'm talking about sparrows. You know what else is funny? Okay, so I don't know why I have like a whole other personality for the podcast. Oh no, okay, that's a straight up lie. That's a straight up lie, Celestino. I would say it's like 50-50. It's 50% of my personality, and then like 50% of it kind of, obviously amped up, might I say. And one of the things that I think, I mean, hey, not to be that guy, but I'm here comes the guy talking about what he thinks is funny that he does. But I think it's funny sometimes, personally me, is like that kind of stupid, like, you gotta listen to me, man, because I'm going to call you a pretty little peanut butter sandwich. You know that? I'm about to rip your head off. I think that's funny. I don't like saying I think that's funny, but like, I know I get a lot of inspiration from Theo Von, my favorite. My favorite my second favorite comedian. My second favorite comedian. And I think it's funny when he does it. Now, that's a horrible example, because it's like, so what? Like I'm sitting here saying, if a comedian does it, it's funny. Which means when I do it, it's funny. Like I'm obviously not that ignorant. It's not like, oh, Dave Chappelle says the N-word. It'll be funny when I say the N-word. Like, okay, no, I cannot say the N-word, and I won't. You hear me? So I'm not saying it's like, oh, it's funny when Theo Von does it, so it's gonna be funny when I do it. But it's just something I find fun. I get a text from my mom out of the blue saying, "Stop doing that creepy Joe Biden whisper thing. It's not funny and it's cringe." I'm about to do it right now. And you want to know why? I need you guys to help me find, if you were the one, whoever taught my mom the word cringe, if she said cringy, fair. But she said, and it's cringe, which is a very Gen Z thing to say. I'm going to find whoever taught my mom how to use the word cringe. And I'm going to make sure they never enjoy waffles again, man. I'm going to make sure they never know what it's like to put syrup on their tongue for the rest of their life. Cringe. I got that text from my mom. I immediately screenshot it and sent it. And I sent it to Effin. I'm like, dude, check this out. This is funny. Yeah, man. Dude. And you know what's even crazier? I have my show notes I have my show notes in front of me like I always do, and I have not even gotten through the first point. All of this, the acai bowl, old Spanish ladies, Tulsi Gabbard, freaking YouTube comments, oatmeal, depression. It all came from just me trying to talk about Naruto, and I never finished my damn thought. And that, ladies and gentlemen, that is the beauty of the Something Cafe. Huh? That's the beauty of the Something Cafe, ladies and gentlemen. And you can't tell me that you don't like to sit down here at the Something Cafe. Back to what I was saying an hour ago, mind you. Naruto. 220 episodes total. I started it. And that's what oh my gosh, that's so funny. That's even where the whole sixth conversation came from. I started watching it a long time ago. I stopped for just reasons of, I don't know. I started back up again maybe 4 months ago. I finally finished it maybe last month, which was pretty big for me, at least, because again, this is like a childhood show. This is a childhood show that I've been following since I was like pretty little. And I finally, like older me, adult me, got to finish the show and see all of the different stories wrapped up and concluded, which kind of it made sixth grade me a little happy seeing it all wrap up. For those of you who don't know, which I assume you don't, hold on. I assume you don't. Naruto, there are 3 series of Naruto. Obviously, each series has their own season, right? So, like, there's NCIS, right? But there's, like, NCIS Los Angeles, NCIS Chernobyl, whatever. There's 3 series of Naruto. There's Naruto Shippuden, and there is Boruto. So Naruto, the first series, 220 something episodes, is just following Naruto as a little kid, training to be a ninja. It's pretty endearing. It was let me look up when it was made. Originally published in print from 1999 to 2014. Right. So that's how long that spanned. I'm seeing some so this is up on the screen. This is the poster for the first Naruto series. Following Naruto as a kid, created the animation was the animation style is relatively old. I wouldn't say old, but like it's not like today, right? It's all clearly drawn. It's got a lot of character to it, I mean, I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome. I really, really like it. I wouldn't say it's childish. I mean, it's pretty. I mean, it literally is a kids show. That's what a lot of anime is. But I really enjoyed it. Again, this is something from my childhood, so finishing it meant a lot to me. And it's super cool. So now I'm watching Naruto Shippuden. I'm watching Naruto Shippuden, and that is basically that is Naruto grown up a bit more. So that's Naruto grown up a bit more, like around probably my age, like 20s, mid 20s. And you know why that's so cool? It's like I'm seeing all of my I'm seeing all of my characters from my childhood like grown up now. Like every single character, every small supporting big character, they're all like a little bit more grown up now. So all of the ninja in the first Naruto series are like kids, right? I would say like grade school kind of. And now they're all like 20 years old, right? And I mean, again, that makes my heart super happy when I'm watching it, because again, childhood characters, I get to see them grown up now. I get to watch a story that I've never seen before, and it's just awesome. Like Shippuden is awesome. Like I've been told my whole life, like just you gotta watch Shippuden. You gotta watch Shippuden. Because in the first series, when they're kids, don't get me wrong, it's incredible, but they're kids. There's violence and fighting, but it's like the violence is very spared because it's a kids show. I mean, at the same time, it's also a ninja show. You have to show, and they did it really, really well. A lot of the ways that people died were like supernatural ways, blah blah blah. But in Shippuden, like brothers get their face sliced open. It's pretty awesome. And then the third series, which has horrible, I wouldn't say it has horrible reviews, I mean, I'm sure it does, but the thing is, everyone that I talk to that watches Naruto in some sense, or whatever, they all say that Boruto is like is just the worst. Like, it's just not a good show. Which, the thing with me is, I never ever let the public opinion sway me. Like, I will always watch or consume or play a game, a movie, a show if I really do want to watch it, even though people say it's bad. So Boruto, and this is no spoilers, like, I am not even this far, and this is just common knowledge. So Boruto is Naruto's kid, and that's about it that I know. It's, and yeah, I mean, I do see some people who say they really, really like Boruto, but you know what? I see more people hate it. And now I'm going to look up what everybody's thinking. What the hell does Shippuden mean? Because that sounds like Japanese for shit. So in Japanese, Shippuden can be translated as Chronicles of a Whirlwind, or Chronicles of a Hurricane. This term symbolizes the turbulent and intense events that occur during the phase of the Naruto story. Cool. That's cool. Literally meaning Hurricane Chronicles. So Naruto Hurricane Chronicles. Cool. Pretty cool. So yeah, I am really enjoying that. I was talking with some buddies at work. We were just talking about watching TV and whatnot. And a couple of my buddies were saying, like, man, like, they have a hard time. They have a hard time watching shows, and I'm like, I say, you know, why? That's a weird one to stutter on. I say, yeah, Dr. Dre. I say why, and they say that they just can't put it down, which is an interesting thought. It is an interesting thought, because it's like, I get it. Like, I guess, like, not personally. That doesn't happen with me though. Three episodes, and that is my limit. That is my absolute limit. I cannot go longer than 3 episodes of anything. Again, here we go again. It comes back to the whole wasting time thing. And I only watch stuff when I'm eating. That's it. That is the only time. Maybe like a train or a plane, just something where it's like, it's absolutely excused. Like, I can feel good with watching something over, and like a lot in that circumstance. But I think the reason why I watch it when I eat meals is, I think, unfortunately, every person in the world is a little, what do you say, like, stimulation brained. Like, everyone has to watch something when they eat. I would like to think I don't have to watch something when I eat, but at the same time, like, I live by myself. I mean, what do you want me to do? If I had someone living with me, perhaps a girlfriend or an older Spanish lady, without bullshitting, I seriously would probably ask, like, hey, or just kind of feel it out. Do I want to eat this with them, and spend time? Do we want to both watch something while we eat and say nothing to each other, but spend time together watching stuff, or is it a different situation? But I'm a bachelor right now, brother. Bachelor boy is free. Bachelor boy makes his pot of noodles and watches Naruto eating them like a damn champion. A champion. A depressed champion, but a champion nevertheless. What do you think of me cutting all of my hair off? I'm thinking about it. What do you think of me cutting all of my hair off? Why? I don't know. You know, I think I really like the man bun. I like how it looks. It's kind of cut off. I like how it looks. I like how it feels. I think it complements my broad shoulders, my bigger frame. You know, it's not like it's like poofing all out, you know, because then, you know, like having a bunch of hair can make you look fatter than you are. Now, where that line is with me, I think that line's blurred. I'm going to be fat regardless, but I think it's a little blurred for me. For those on audio, I'm turning my head at the camera. Just showing off my hair. I do have great hair though. Like my hair is pretty great. Like it's very, very dense, it's very thick. It's got a good shine to it. I have one issue though. I have a horrible scalp condition. Horrible. It's not eczema. Or sorry, it's not dandruff. Could be eczema, could be psoriasis, could be an acute buildup of actual shit on my scalp. I don't know what it is. I take care of it, ladies. I'm very hygienic. Okay, no one think I'm just some gross smelling gamer. Okay, I'm a good smelling gamer, but no, I'm very hygienic about it. I do treatment to it. I get some medicated shampoo. I really work at it, but you know, it's just gross, man. It sucks. And because my hair is so since I was little, like hairstylists, barbers, they've all said that I have they have used the word beaver pelt a lot when they're explaining my hair. It is just that thick. And when you have hair growing through scalp buildup, like it just gets chained down. Like you can't remove it unless using some sort of shampoo or medication, or you get like a head scrubber, which sometimes hurt, you know? So I really don't know what to do, but it's kind of been getting bad, and I really don't want to have to keep paying and using medicated shampoo. Of course, that money would then go into the haircuts, but I don't even know what kind of haircut I would get, really. Like, I would want something totally new, like something that no one's expecting. So, like if it weren't for the opinion of my mother, genuinely, guys, I would go and get it. I would honestly go and get it all shaved bald. I would. Like who am I trying to impress, man? Like this is like the perfect time when no girls want me right now, so shaving my head completely bald, not a bad idea. I think it'd be nice to get everything kind of reset up there, really pinpoint what the actual issue is up there. When I get it all shaved off, we can actually find where the issue is. Just a little fresh start, and hopefully my hair's in good condition when I get it cut off, because I would absolutely like to donate it. It might not look like it, but I do have that long of hair. Even my boss the other day, we were in me and Frank were taking our hour break in the break room, and we were talking about this, and she walked in. I said, hey boss, like, what would you think if I cut off all of my hair? And she's like, why would you why would you do that? I explained to her what I just explained to you, and she's like, well, how long is it? I put it down, which I'm not going to do right now because that's dude. It's such a paradox. I really like having long hair that I can put up in a bun, but whenever it's down, like on my neck or on my back, it's the most uncomfortable feeling ever. It's the worst. I hate it. I hate it. It's like a claustrophobic thing. I hate how it feels. But I let my hair down and she was like, "Damn, like that is freaking long." Yeah. It's like if you're watching the video, I've got my chains right here. It's like chain length. It's like just reaching chain length where these that's a hard word. These pendants are where the cornicello and the crucifix are. It's like nearly chain length. And I would like to donate it. But hopefully hopefully my condition allows me to. Maybe they won't take it. I also don't know how that works. Do I just put it in a Ziploc bag and say, hey, here, and just drop it off at the hair donation box in the back of the Culver's parking lot? Like, where do I take my hair, man? I would like to. It's just one of those things where it's like, oh, and my forehead, dude. If Van Gogh were still alive and had an eager feeling to paint something, he would have gotten so turned on if he saw my forehead right now. He could just grab the sides of my head and just start painting. Start painting another starry night. But a starry flight, because you could land a Boeing 37 on this noggin. Maybe a new haircut would help me cover up that Sahara desert. That oily Italian Sahara desert up there. It's not the worst forehead. It's not like the big. It's not like when you see me, you're like, holy forehead. You know, you know those those kinds of blonde girls that have that have that head that those bulbous headed goldfish have. Like, it's not like I have that. I just have like a giant brick melon of a head. I've got a big forehead, but again, it's not something that's like, oh, my forehead. You know, it's not. I'm like almost Easter Island statue status, but like not quite there. If I were a little bit more attractive, I would be fine. But right now, I'm like teetering on that Easter Island statue status. Lars is just chilling, man. Lars is just laying down right at my feet on nothing. It's not even like he's laying on something comfortable. Speaking of Lars, I'm getting a new cat. Yeah. More from that later. That'll be announced in a couple of not announced, I just announced it, but that'll be shown in a couple of episodes. And now I feel like I moved the camera too far down. Now I moved it too far up. Goldilocks zone. But yeah. Naruto, awesome. Haircut, probably awesome. New cat, ecstatic. I'm also going to have a very fun guest on soon. I'm not going to tell you guys, but I'm going to have a very fun guest on soon that I'm very excited about. I think you guys will be excited about it too. Yeah, man. Naruto. You know what else, man? Which is funny. Like we are an hour 30 and we just ended the first point on my show notes. Naruto. Done. What other anime? This is the anime episode. Let's just stay on anime for a second. What other anime have I seen? I've watched The Promised Neverland. Great show. I don't know if I want to spoil it. Maybe I'll just say what it's about. Okay, so basically, the Promised Neverland is good. It's about orphans at this orphanage that find out truly what the orphanage is for, and it's terrifying and it's kind of horror. Pretty awesome. Um, First and second season are completely different, and it has one of the worst endings I've ever seen in any media ever, from games to books to movies to shows. So if that gets you excited, then let me know. All right. I've also seen Erased. Erased was fun. It's a little bit of a nostalgic show because, gosh, when did I watch this? I watched Erased probably when it was either when I was making my way to Florida for college from Illinois or some other time. Erased is a little nostalgic. It was my first kind of love, like romance anime, but also like true romance, true crime about this guy who can, I believe he could predict the future. I think I don't remember, but pretty endearing, a good little romance anime. Um, Obviously we can't talk about anime without talking about the GOAT. Let me find a good poster. We can't talk about anime without talking about the GOAT, Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan. You know what's so frustrating? That there are people in this world that will live their lives without ever seeing Attack on Titan because they chalk it up with just the rest of anime. Anime has a lot of stereotypes. I fit a few of them, but it's the weird, smelly kids in high school that pretend that they're cats. I was never one of those. I dated someone that almost became one of those, but I'm never one of those. And Attack on Titan, again, it's an anime, but oh my gosh. I mean, Attack on Titan is, and I've seen a lot of people say this online, probably one of the best stories ever written / told. Probably one of the best fictional stories ever written / told in any media ever. From live action TV shows to cartoons to anime to normal TV shows to games to books. I mean, it is truly incredible. And unfortunately, since it's in Japanese and it's an anime, a lot of people aren't going to see it because it's an anime. But my gosh. And the reason why I say because it's in Japanese, you could say, well, aren't there always dubs? Yeah, it was originally recorded in Japanese, but you can always watch the English dub where like they have English voice actors, basically revoice the entire show. Yes, every anime, well, damn near every anime has a dub, has an English dub. But let me tell you something, man. That's like no dub is good ever. And I once commented on a video it was a clip of Boruto that someone posted, and it was the English dub, and the voice acting was atrocious. It was so bad. And saying something like that's bad could be subjective, but dude, I'm telling you right now, if you try to get an AI language model to learn from that clip, it would have self-destructed. It is so bad. So I commented on it. I said like, "Oh goodness, how does anyone watch dub?" I got like 4,000 comments or replies on that comment of people saying like, "You don't get it," blah 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 blah. It's like the main thing is like I would rather watch the show than try to read it. Like, dude, you just have to get used to it, and it doesn't take long. And I'm telling you, like the voice and the whole point of this is to say the voice acting in the original Japanese is the original voice acting for the original show. So when the show was not voiced prior to the Japanese voice, okay? Which means that's where all the original emotions lie, is in the Japanese dub. So any other dub isn't going to have that same emotion that it was meant to have. And the Japanese voice acting is incredible. And when you do it long enough, reading subtitles while the characters are speaking Japanese, I seriously, I probably watch anime every other day. You seriously forget that you're reading subtitles. It just becomes natural. But the English voice acting is so ass. It's so ass. And it would be a disgrace to watch Attack on Titan in the English dub. Watch it in the original Japanese. Attack on Titan is incredible. Another anime I've seen is My Hero Academia. Really good anime. I mean, this is the anime that got me, like, when I was, oh gosh, it would have been, what was it, COVID? It was either COVID or sometime in high school, but it got me to, like, kind of care about my health again, because it, like, this whole show is this, okay, so the whole show is this feel-good story of, again, no spoilers. It's this whole show about this feel-good story. It's a world full of superheroes, basically. Every single person has what they call a quirk. Now, it could be something like super useless, like I can make bananas come out of my hands, which might actually be useful in like a starvation sense. To something super useful, like some people get super lucky, like I'm looking at the cast of characters, like one guy can turn his entire body to to complete steel, complete iron. And it follows the main character Deku, who was born without a quirk, and he lived his whole childhood. Like, not everyone gets their quirks right away, but he was waiting his whole childhood. His mom was like would like cry in her room, knowing that her son, who dreams of becoming a hero, can never become one, because he never developed a quirk, which wasn't uncommon, but basically everyone got a quirk, and he never did until later in life, when he got into the hero school without having a quirk. He was given a very special power from a very powerful hero, and that's where the show takes off. It's a really awesome show. Super inspiring, super fun, super creative. You can really do anything with that. Like, a world where every single person has a different, sorry, someone just texted me, and now it's distracting me. Every single person has a new and different power. You can get so creative with that. I think those are the coolest ideas. The ideas that can create infinite creativity. I did not go into what Attack on Titan was. Attack on Titan, best thing ever. No spoilers. You were introduced to 3 children: Aaron, Armin, and Mikasa. Hard word for me. Aaron, Armin, and Mikasa, and they live within the walls, which is a 3-layer ringed. It's like 3 rings of towering skyscraper height walls, all enveloped in each other. So one small one, one medium one, and one large one. And they live within a world of titans. And titans are these humanoid beasts, these humanoid beasts who they do not understand. They don't know where they came from, and they eat and kill humans in like horrific ways. And it's a story of Aaron basically taking back his own world. And wow, it's just, dude. Speaking of wow, my second favorite anime is a show called Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Absolutely incredible. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood would absolutely be my second favorite anime. I guess I should say this anime is finished. Attack on Titan is finished. My Hero Academia is not finished. Still making episodes, which I think is pretty cool. First Naruto is finished. Naruto Shippuden's finished. Boruto is not finished. Erased is finished. Promised Neverland is finished, thankfully. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is incredible. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is, no spoilers, is a show that you are introduced to two main characters, Edward and Alphonse. Edward and Alphonse are brothers, but there's something a little off with them. Edward has a metal arm, and Alphonse is a empty suit of armor. And Alphonse is Edward's little brother. And they live in a world where people can wield something called alchemy. And alchemy is this power that this world has that people can get through creating by destroying. That's like the whole shtick. They have this amazing power, but it's creating while destroying, which is what alchemy is. And it's Edward's journey to basically like stop some super evil bad guys, save people, and get their real bodies back. Incredible anime. And I think that's all the anime that I've seen. Oh, oh my gosh, guys, how could I dude, I skipped so many, dude. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but for the people who don't care about this shit, buckle in. By so many, I mean like there's like 4. Jujutsu Kaisen, incredible. Jujutsu Kaisen, it's okay. So personally, it's a little hard to follow. There's a lot going on. It's pretty awesome though. It's like one of the most popular animes ever. Not in my top 5 though, but pretty amazing. Jujutsu Kaisen is this anime about this world where people live with curses. So there are normal people who can live their whole lives and never see curses, but the people with the power can see these curses, and it's their secret duty to destroy all curses and keep the actual world healthy and saved. And it follows the main character. What the heck is his name? Itadori. Yeah, Itadori. And yeah, super cool. The animation's awesome, as you can see from the poster. It's got this really cool, hard kind of, thick lines, really edgy kind of animation. Really, really cool. Really creative. Really violent. It's pretty awesome. The next one is probably, oh man, this would be my second favorite anime. Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man I've talked about on previous episodes, so I won't talk long about it, which is probably a lie, but Chainsaw Man, it is far from being finished. There's only 1 season out. It's relatively new, 2022. That's when it came out. And it's about this kid named Denji who's been kind of homeless his whole life, and he lives in a world full of devils. So, and there is a devil for everything. And like that's not even exaggerated. There is a devil for everything. And the thing that is and the thing that the devil is of is also adjacent to its threat. So there is the water bottle devil. And there is only one water bottle devil. And that could be like the most pathetic devil ever. You could kill it, bye-bye. No more water bottle devil. But then the big bad guy of the whole show is the gun devil. And the gun devil he's responsible for a very horrific thing. And that's kind of why he's the big bad guy. So it kind of scales like that, and it follows the story of Denji, who's been homeless his whole life. And to stay at least fed, he is a bounty hunter. He's a devil bounty hunter, and even though he is just a kid, his task is to go and kill devils for money. So like a pest extermination kind of thing. But the thing is that makes him special is that it's not just him. He has bonded with the Chainsaw Devil, and the Chainsaw Devil, his name is Pochito. I don't know. Pachito. I think it's Pachito. I don't know. But it's this cute little. Oh, it's so he is so cute. It's this cute little orange, fat little dog thing with a giant chainsaw coming out of his forehead. And basically, what happens is, well, I'm not going to tell you, but they form a bond, which is pretty unheard. Or no, it's not unheard of. Throughout the show, you will see similar things, but like this bond had no huge sacrifice. It was just they help each other out, and they're kind of a team. And something happens to where they get where the Chainsaw Devil and Denji get merged, and now Denji is this is an absolutely wild comparison. I cannot believe I'm about to compare Jesus to this show, but it's like how, oh my gosh, it's like how Jesus is God but is also man. Like you say, oh, is he man? Is he all man? Yes. But I thought you said he's also all God. Yes. Same thing. Gosh, I'm gonna need to pray for that. But yeah, same kind of thing. Like he is a devil, but he's also not. That's where you get Chainsaw Man. Awesome show. Incredible. Super. Just really intense. I would say, oh man, I don't even know where this one would fall on my list of on like my top 10 or whatever. This was the first anime that actually made me laugh continuously. This is Mob Psycho 100. It is a serious anime with some really deep kind of intense, frightening moments of like some really serious stuff, but at times it is really funny, and it'll really make you laugh at some points. It was the first anime that's really done this for me, is make me laugh and whatnot. It doesn't take itself super seriously, but it is a really fun anime to watch, and it has some of the best fight scenes. Like talk about like the best anime rage moments. Like this is the one that has like the top rage moments. Let's see, what else have I watched? Oh, obviously. So this is a classic. Cowboy Bebop. Goodness, that's a hard one for me to say. Cowboy Bebop it's an older anime. 1998, and Cowboy Bebop is heralded as one of the best and greatest anime of all time. Respectfully, I mean it is genuinely incredible. But it is not in my top 5 because I liked the ending. I thought the episodes were fun. I thought it was very endearing. Some romance, violence, awesome stories. But I kind of wish it was longer. I kind of wish it was longer. It's like probably like I think it's under 20 episodes. really could have benefited from being longer, but maybe that's also what attributes to its greatness is that it's not long. It's not like Naruto, who has like 220 episodes. Something cool about Cowboy Bebop is anyone that knows me will know that this is a big reason why I like it. So Cowboy Bebop, okay, so they basically did Star Wars like Japanese, right? It's basically space cowboys. In fact, space cowboy is how they end every single episode. At the end of every episode, it shows this text that says "See you later, space cowboy." Pretty incredible. And every single scene of the entire show is all some form of jazz. Is it a scene of fighting? Jazz. Is it a scene of making love? Jazz. Is it the scene where someone's being held hostage? Jazz. Is it the scene of someone putting a gun to the side of someone's head and pulling the trigger? Jazz. Is it the scene, a very interesting scene, where there is a trans character introduced, but believe it or not, they do it in a very classy way. That's actually rather, like, it's just good storytelling. Jazz. Like, it's awesome. When they're flying ships through space and, you know, pew, 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 jazz. Like, it is rather incredible. But not in my top 5. It's in my top 10, but I honestly don't even think I've seen 10 yet. But not my top 5. And finally, I think the last one is probably one of the it's among like Attack on Titan and all that stuff and and Jujutsu Kaisen for the popularity. It is Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer is, again, it's one of the most popular anime, super mainstream anime. I really like it. Demon Slayer is still being made. Again, I really enjoy it. Not in my top 5 though. Not in my top 5. Demon Slayer is about this kid named Tanjiro, and he is just a kid with his family living in a very snowy forest next to a village, and they are in a world of demons. Are you noticing a theme? Okay, so I'm gonna explain Demon Slayer. Then I'm gonna So Demon Slayer. Are you noticing a theme? So Demon Slayer is about Tanjiro. Lars is up here again. Demon Slayer is about Tanjiro, and all of a sudden something horrible happens to him and his family, and the rest of his life is devoted to killing and slaying demons, and he starts to go up the ranks as one of the best, and it's a super awesome show. There's not a lot of romance, not a lot of emotional stuff. It is just some of the best action. It is truly action. It's not hard to follow. It is just awesome characters, awesome fights, awesome enemies, super creative too. Demon Slayer, not in my top 5, I don't think. But it's like, it's kind of funny, right? It's like, okay, you have Demon Slayer, Demon Slayer, main character is in a world full of enemies called demons. Job is to kill all of them, or he wants to kill all of them. In Chainsaw Man, main character is in a world full of devils, and he wants to kill all of them. He wants to kill one specifically, but he wants to kill all of them. What was the other comparison? Attack on Titan. Main characters in a world full of titans. Point of the show is for him to kill all of them. Jujutsu Kaisen. Main characters in a world full of curses. Guess what? The goal is to kill all of them. So yeah. Fortunately, Naruto. That's what's cool about Naruto, though. And My Hero Academia. and Full Metal Alchemist. Don't get me wrong, like the ones I just laid out about like main character in a world, kill all the bad guys. Like, dude, when that's done right, super fun concept. Like, I'm all for it. You can do some really cool things with that. But something with like Naruto, it is different every episode. Like you are following an overarching story. I mean, obviously you are with every show, but you are following an overarching story that isn't just like main character thrust into a world of mystery. It's Naruto. He's a kid. He wants to be a ninja, and it's his story. Some anime that I have on my watch list I want to watch. So right now I'm working my way through Naruto Shippuden. Naruto Shippuden has, how many episodes does Naruto Shippuden have? 500 episodes. Okay, 500 episodes Naruto Shippuden has. So yeah, that one will take me a while, but yeah, pretty awesome. Exciting little segment for y'all right there. Truly, I bet. Yeah, pretty. I really enjoy it, and you know what else I really enjoy? Lars. Ladies and gentlemen, Lars is getting heavy. Here is Lars. Say something, Lars. He's a little shy today. He wasn't shy earlier. He put a giant scratch on my arm. Hey, Lars. Amen, brother. I love Lars, and he's getting a sibling soon, ladies and gentlemen. So, what an episode. It was not. I had two more things on my show notes, and you know what? I'm gonna save those for next week. We're gonna stick to that. We talked about a lot, mostly anime, but hey, but isn't that funny how like I started talking about anime, and I went on a whole tangent about everything else in this entire world, and then I came back to anime. Beautiful how these things work. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very happy that you came by the Something Cafe. Very happy you stopped by and grabbed a cup with me. I hope you guys are enjoying the new setup. Something that I worked kind of hard on. I say kinda because that's true. So, I mean, it wasn't the hardest thing, but at the same time, I spent a lot of time trying to situate the lights correctly. Like I have two photography lights. Let me see if I can get. I have two photography lights. I'm gonna turn them both off right now. Look at that. See how it's a little bit darker, a little less professional. It's like I'm just recording from my phone, just in my apartment. There's one. There's two. Boom. Welcome to the Something Cafe. Look at that. For those of you on audio, you're very confused. That's all right. Back to what I was saying. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for stopping by the Something Cafe. Thank you for grabbing a cup with me. I am your host, Celestino Dooley. You can listen to the show on all streaming platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, iHeartRadio, Amazon Podcasts, and YouTube. You can find all of the fun content, the content that those people left those lovely comments on that we were talking about earlier. You can find that on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. And ladies and gentlemen, my name is Celestino Dooley, and thank you for stopping by the Something Cafe. I'll see you later.